Okay, YouTube, we're at the Airbus A330-600. Just want to give you a couple of updates. Somebody recommended doing a skid plate on there, which I did on that one too. I did it here. Just mounted a piece of plastic in there and covered it with CA. Got a nice finish on it so you can't tell it's there. And just took a straight edge from the trucks and figured out where to put that. Strobes, green nav light, strobe, single flash versus the double. Stuff to put decals. There's going to be either an escape door or a main door. I haven't decided yet. I've got both. Did some modifications to this. These are the lights. They had some tabs, and I had to bend those tabs out to help clear the door when it was opening and closing. Looks pretty striking with those lights on, though. I tell you, it's pretty awesome. Something's not quite kosher with this red light. It doesn't look on, but it's actually on. It's just very, very dim. So I'm not sure what the deal is. I don't think I damaged it. Open up this door a little bit so it wouldn't hit this side. It didn't hit the other side, but I want it to look symmetrical. And eventually I'll do my more detailed doors up here, and then I've got a couple of doors to do back here. And as you can see on the springs, I went and put a drop of CA and kicker to set the tip of the springs right. I know you guys probably can't see. Oh, and by the way, I didn't show you this, but these are spring loaded and so is the nose gear, which, guys, I had no clue, and kind of hard to demonstrate it here, but sweet details like that. I mean, this thing is just an amazing plane. It's been a ton of work to assemble. I mean, just detail after detail after detail. Oh, and then the wing inspection lights, of course I added those, and then I got my decorative detailed cover here, which will actually help to block the glare when you see it from the wing side, so you just see the swath of light there. And this is what it looks like from the back side. That's actually where the LED got pulled through, and then the wires just seized through. And I actually tapped those straight off the servo and servo power wires. As you can hear, stabilization, Lemon RX 7-channel with stabilization here. Let's show you the gear actuating real quick. Just gonna make sure it's... Had to modify the gear quite a bit to make them work. Had to fix this door in particular. But the whole idea is you can't see the repairs, which is... Oops, sorry. That's because I'm looking at the wrong door. Flipped it around. You can see that fiber reinforcement there. Almost looks like fiberglass. Look at the clearance, how tight this is, guys. This is just crazy. Isn't that awesome? I mean, it's awesome until there's, like, in flight. I had to stiffen that up, and what I did was I took this CD for industrial scales I work on, and I cut out this little felt stuff, and I ended up putting 3 layers, 2 thick and 1 thin piece, to actually reinforce this door, because the door was bending is what was happening. And the other thing is, I had to take and, God bless it, I also had to take and I hit the flaps with my hand, guys, sorry. I had to replace those linkages with a larger size, a larger diameter. It's 0.81 millimeter. I believe they were 0.6 before. And the only reason, I'm just guessing that, I didn't take a micrometer out. So I hit that with my hand. Doesn't look like I damaged anything, so luckily. But while we're here, we'll go ahead and run the flaps for you. Whoops, sorry guys. Take off flaps. Landing flaps. Hear that noise? It's just, I think it's just the last part of the sweep. beautiful looking flap. So And then I've got the inside done. I'm going to pause it, flip the plane over, and I'm going to show you the inside real quick where I did all the electronics. Okay guys, upright for the first time in view. You can see these landing, or excuse me, the logo lights. I am going to do wing inspection lights, I just haven't done it yet. And then I do have the decals that say Airbus A330-600, and I think it's going to apply here. But real quick, I'll cycle the gears. Just gotta give you guys a shot underneath there. Then this cover is just held on by Velcro, but honestly, it doesn't. I don't think it's gonna matter because it's basically gonna get blown shut if anything would happen from forward, just inertia, wind pressure, and all that. Let's go ahead and cycle the gear. Takes about 8-10 seconds for those doors to shut. You can see just no buzz. These I barely had to adjust. They work pretty good to begin with, which is funny because typically the nose gear is the worst one because it's got the steerable. So, and this will be the first time you guys are seeing this light on too, which is a strobe, which is cool, rather than just being just a flashing light or a slow flashlight. Oops. Had one of my wires was pinching. Guys, I'm running this on, or going to be running it on a 4S 3300 milliamp Zippy compact with XT60 end. 60C, 60 through 120C, Lemon RX, DSM-X, dual diversity antenna. This is my little tray for my receiver, and you can hear it going crazy because I'm moving it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and shut off the stabilization as I do that. So it's off. Now I can move this. Just made a ledge, piece of plastic. That way I could glue the antenna in the correct configuration, but then I can also get this out of the way to get down to the lighting module and allow for some ventilation, and then the gear module for the gear and landing gear doors. And then it's nice and cavernous inside of there, and that just gets you to this spot here. So real quick, how that worked was there's a slot that runs along the side, and I was able to just kind of work this foam in there. Works real sharp. Then this thing is held tight. And the battery, I always score up this XT60 so that I can easily do this with one hand when I'm disconnecting the battery and everything. There's the UBC right there. The regular ESCs are underneath, accessible. And then you can see this battery. I mean, I could put a battery that's twice as big. Just for grins and giggles, I'll go ahead and unplug this and show you how it works. Kind of tricky to do that with one hand still, guys. I'll pick you back up. Okay, so now it's unplugged. And I've got this set up and configured so that this can be just stuck down into that cavity. So it's out of the way, real easy. And then this battery, I'm going to put some foam in there to keep it in its position, because I don't like Velcroing batteries. There is some Velcro in here that comes from the factory. You can see inside there's just a ton of room. I'm just gonna show you guys. This thing comes out relatively easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's probably one of the more challenging batteries. It's just a huge battery though. 3300 60C. As you can see up in there, there's quite a little bit of room in that cavity. Goes a lot deeper, and you can see the wires on the side there. Those are the wires that go up to the nose of the plane. And real quick, I'll lay that battery down. I'm going to show you how this works. Make sure I'm balanced. And obviously this is my magnetic attachment point, detachment point. I bring it down. I should pull the plane forward just a touch. Bring it down and pull it off. Jeez, guys. It's so hard to do that. And when I say hard, I mean awkward. It's not hard. You can see I've got a big old blob of glue that holds those wires, and then it kind of points them up so it won't get pinched. Same thing there. And real quick, I'll throw that battery back in here in a minute, but you can see this whole thing comes free. There's 3 big magnets, neodymium magnets there. And I get them ordered, but I'm getting some more magnets. I'm gonna probably sneak them where the windows are and just make this kiss each other on the windows, and then I'll hold this hold this front half in position like this so I can get it in the car easy. But real quick, while you've got the nose off, I can just lay it down here for now. We've got enough cables bundled together. It would probably hold it with it just hanging it. So we'll just go ahead and slip this battery back in. There is a nice little strap in there, but I always found that strap to be somewhat ineffective because it ends up being too long to be effective. You'd have to have, you know, like a battery that sticks out the top, which is ridiculous because you wouldn't be able to get the top on. So I just want to show you where this battery is going to reside permanently. See, we've got tons of room. I mean, you could like triple the size of the battery almost. So I'm going to stuff some foam in there. And just so the scale doesn't get mixed up, that looked cavernous, but we're only talking about like 4 inches. So maybe not tripling the size of the battery. But anyway, you guys get the idea. This thing's going to be awesome. I'm going to try to get a little taxi test here for you tonight. That's the final overview before we start getting into the moving plane. So keep watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.